new here, my name is Zuru.
And my name is Claire.
Welcome to the Wine Safaris.
In today's video, we are discussing about blends and why we love blends. Okay?
Yes.
So blend is a type of style that has been overlooked over the years, and that is why we want to talk about it in today's video and make you understand what you've been missing all a while.
Because we love blends, and the interesting thing about it is that in this day and age, winemakers are recognizing just how much blending wines can be manipulated into making really delicious wines, which are gaining a lot of positive reputation among wine lovers around the world. So it is something that we are also quite interested in, and
So we will start with defining what a blend is.
What is a wine blend?
So a wine blend is a wine that has been made with more than one variety of grape.
Yeah.
So the essence of blending is to make sure they come up with a complex, well-rounded wine that has been enhanced in aroma, flavors, color, and texture. And blending is applied to both red and white wines. Sometimes the winemakers will blend the white wines with the red wines, or the white grapes with the red grapes.
Yeah.
So this is to make sure they come up with a unique and special type of wine.
Very true.
Yeah.
So you could be asking yourself, then where do the grapes come from? How do the winemakers source the grapes? So they could source them from for instance, grapes from different vintages. So they could have grapes from 2014, 2015, 2016, and then they blend those grapes together. And that style of blending is called non-vintage because it's from different grape harvests.
Yeah.
And each grape harvest happens in a different time of the year. And then they could also source the grapes from different contracted growers. So growers from different regions, then they put those grapes together. So the interesting thing about doing that is that it allows winemakers to have, because the grapes are from different either climatic condition during the year or different growers, and those growers have an influence on the kind of grapes that they are growing, then it ensures that at the end of the winemaking process, that wine inherits the influence from where it was grown, and also from the wine growers' influence.
Yeah. And then there is also something that we need to make you understand. There is a difference between a variety of wine and a blend. And when it comes to a standard variety of wine, it's made only from one grape. It's 100% one type of grape. For example, we have a Syrah here. This is 100% Syrah. So this Syrah, they can have also sourced the grapes from different from different vineyards or from different regions, but it remains to be a Syrah,
just one type of grape. Yeah. And it says on the bottle.
Yeah.
If you can see, 100% Vitis vinifera rootstock.
Yeah. That means it's 100% Syrah. Then there are other types of variety of grape that they add other grapes in them. In the wine. So
it might have additional small percentages
in them, but that does not mean it's a blend.
No.
So there are rules that govern the types of blend for a wine to be called a varietal.
Yeah.
So in USA, it's 75% of one particular grape that should be in the wine to be called a varietal.
Yeah.
In Europe, it's 80. In Argentina, it's 85. And in Oregon, it's 90%.
Yes.
Yeah. So like we have an example of this. This is Chardonnay, but it's not 100% Chardonnay.
Like
at least there's 75% of the Chardonnay here.
Yeah. So it gets to be called a Chardonnay.
So still, this is a varietal wine.
Yeah.
So for the grapes, we have said for the grapes, it's what the name suggests. It typically consists of 40 to 50% of one type of grape, and then the rest is a mix of other grapes.
Yeah.
So we have examples of
for the blends, it's 40 to 50%.
40 to 50%.
Yeah. Of the most dominant grape.
Yes, and then the rest are the mix of other grapes. For example, we have a hot trot here.
Yeah.
This is a hot trot. It's a blend of Merlot and Shiraz, and you will realize with blends they come up with a fancy name.
Yeah. This is the American way of making wine blends.
Yeah.
It's a more new world style of making blends.
True.
Yeah, so it has 2 grape varieties. Yeah, and the good thing about it is that the 2 grape varieties are distinct in their own character, so when they are put together, it's a really exciting and delicious style of wine. We also have a blend that is an old style way of making wine blends. This is called an alloy. This is the American style, but they borrow the style of making this blend from France, from a region called Bordeaux.
Yeah.
One of the most famous wine regions in the world, and renowned for Bordeaux style blends.
Yeah.
So despite it having the alloy name on the label, it's a Bordeaux style blend.
Yeah.
They borrowed a style of blending from the old world country. So this stipulates that it has specific grape varieties, which is Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, and Petit Verdot, because that is the way Bordeaux style blends are made.
Yeah, and the word alloy also means a blend.
Yes.
So they can tell you behind here, some of the bottles they also write the other grapes, the blend, the grapes that have made this wine, they're written at the back.
They have to write it because it's Bordeaux style, but they cannot call it a Bordeaux because it is not from France.
It's not from France.
Yes.
So they call them Meritage.
Yeah, it's a Meritage. All right. So we also have, if you're going for a wine blend, there's definitely something that you want to look out for. What should you expect from a really good blend? And that is in terms of characteristics. So what does a good wine blend hold in itself? If you're having a good wine blend, can you tell whether it's a really good or it's just a bland style of wine? Yeah.
So some of these type of grapes are used to make sure they come up with the best type of blends out there.
Yeah.
For example, Malbec is well known to be the heart of blends in Argentina.
Right.
Yeah. Merlot is used in so many countries.
In between. Making blends.
It helps to bring a better aroma and to make the wine look fresher and smooth.
Yeah, because it's a mid-palate kind of grape. It's smooth. It's delicious. It's got smooth tannins
and all that. For Cabernet Franc and Cabernet Sauvignon, you can tell because of the structure and the concentration of tannin. They help the wine to be more powerful. If you want to make a powerful wine, then you can go with those 2 grapes. So another thing that you need to know is like not all grapes are used for blending.
There are those that just don't wanna be influenced by others. They're good on their own.
For example, it's a Pinot Noir. Most of the time, you will not find it being blended with other grapes. It's 100% Pinot Noir. It's strong on its own.
And especially because of the type of grape that it is, it has very small grape size berries. So for the type of grape that it is, it doesn't need really to be blended with other grapes. It does fantastic on its own.
So again, you also get to understand that different types of blend have different cost, or some are inexpensive, some are very expensive, and it's because of the type of method what different winemakers use to make these blends. Some will use the stainless, they will age their wines in stainless steels, others use oak. They use oak or even both.
And also different oaks. So if it's American
French and American oak.
That plays a big factor in price points. So we're going to start off with the most famous style of wine blend, which comes from a region in France called Bordeaux. So Bordeaux is sought after by collectors all around the world. They tend to be the wines that are auctioned in major auction events around the world, and they tend to really be the most expensive wines.
We have another one, the Rhone blend, which is from France too. This is a combination of 13 types of grape. That's also an expensive wine. You can think how complex and how enhanced it is in aromas and flavors and everything.
They tend to be very
different grapes.
They tend to be very serve savory and delicious styles of wine. They have spice characters, they have herbaceous flavors and aromas.
In Italy, we have Super Tuscan. So these are which grapes?
This is a blend that is made from primarily from two grapes, a Sangiovese and the Cabernet Sauvignon. That is why it gets a name called Super Tuscan.
Yeah, and then now they add the rest, like Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot is also there, and also Malbec is also there.
So it's a rich, full-bodied style of a wine blend that can be complex, structured, flavorful, and also tends to have really good ageability because of the Cabernet Sauvignon that is in it. Yeah. We also have a really interesting blend, which is a champagne. Yes, you might think that since a champagne is white, technically, it is made from only white grapes. Yes, so the most famous champagnes and from the most famous houses in the world, such as Veuve Clicquot, Bollinger, there's also Moet and Chandon, right? So these are mostly made from 3 grapes, 2 red grapes and 1 white grape. The white grape is Chardonnay, the 2 red grapes are Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier.
One example here.
Yes, so for instance, this is a sparkling wine made in champagne method.
Yeah.
So since it is from US, it cannot carry the name champagne. Instead, it's called a sparkling wine. So if you're looking for a champagne, this is the best alternative that you can get at a quarter of the price.
True.
Yeah. So it's a dry sparkling wine, and it's non-vintage. Like I mentioned earlier, winemakers can source grapes from different harvest periods. So this one means that the grapes are harvested in different years and then put together to make this sparkling wine.
Yeah.
Yes, so if you want to pop something soon, Domaine is the bottle. Yeah. Another style is Rioja.
From Spain.
Yeah, so this is a Spanish style of blended wine. Yeah, and it is made from primarily the Tempranillo grape variety, and then they add other varieties. Yeah, so if you come across a Rioja, because that is what they label it on the bottle, then you have a really good blend in your hands. Yes. So there are other styles of wine blends, but these are the most famous, and they tend to be a little bit expensive. So in the meantime, you could get something like a hot to trot one that we have here, that is a new world style of wine blends.
Yeah, that's only going for 1,700. And some of these blends are very easy to drink, like this one that we have. You can't compare this and the other. This is very powerful compared to this one.
It's a complex, structured. Yes, and tends to be a bit more expensive than this.
Yeah, and the same way as you can have a blend of fruits, smoothie, and all that.
Right. So go out there and get yourself a wine blend, and please tell us what your experience was. Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Did anything stand out for you? And if you don't know where to get one, we have the blends. Yes. So we hope you enjoyed watching this video, and until next time,
don't forget to take care of your wine.
Always take care of your wine. Bye.